Look at this magical forest. It snowed even more yesterday and it is still snowing and it just looks absolutely wonderful. Okay, so I mentioned a letter. Yay! There I am. And I wanted to share the story of our first winter in this house. Didn't really talk about how difficult it was. It has snowed even more and it is just magical. Hi! Yes, let's go! All the birds are coming. I just went to the post box and I have a very exciting letter. Hello! Oh, does it not look magical? Sylvie! Morning, Sylvie! Hi! Are you hungry? You look very hungry. There's food up here. It's always a nice spot. Morning. Good morning, buddy. People loved your walking. Since when have you been learning to walk? Look at this magical forest. It snowed even more yesterday and it is still snowing and it just looks absolutely wonderful. And welcome to Vlogmas Day 8. I hope I caught that, but Buddy just spat out all the seeds. Something that has really surprised me is that the squirrels are not hungry. Sylvie and Buddy, they just want cash, they're not really interested in eating, and the other squirrels aren't showing up at all. I have seen them in the forest. I saw Rusty running around, but he hasn't come to eat. Oh, hi Sylvie. Sometimes I wonder whether it's because there is plenty of wild food and pine cones and spruce cones, or did something happen here and the most nervous squirrels are avoiding coming here? Like, for example, did a cat or a fox or a goshawk come through? Okay, so I mentioned a letter. It's a bit wet now, but I am now going to open it. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. Yay! Sylvie! I'm a resident of Sweden! I have my residency card! There I am! Finally, I am a resident again. Juan got his residency card like 2 months ago, but it seems like, yeah, this is dated over a month ago. I think they lost this letter. Anyway. Yay, I'm so happy. So, you may have remembered in... oh, when was it? March or April, I posted a video about how we've lost residency, and we had lost residency and we had put in a new application and we have waited 9 or 10 months to get a response, and initially there was a chance we were going to lose residency. I'm just going to condense the story. The residency we are on is like a self-employed residency, so you make your own income, which is what I do. And so whenever we've gone to the local offices for advice, they've always been very confused with our type of case. And because of that, we've received sort of incorrect information. And so when we went to the office, they told us if you're reapplying on an existing application, then it should only take a few weeks to get an answer. And so we made our renewal application maybe about a month before it expired, and we've just been waiting. So for the next renewal, I think we're going to do it maybe 8 months before it expires. But anyway, we have residency, which is just amazing. I've also been having a lot of issues with my microphone. It is now turning on every time I turn on the camera, and hopefully I won't have any more silent vlogs, because yesterday I recorded a lot more and all the videos were silent, which was really frustrating. But I'll do a quick update on what happened yesterday. So we did test a car and we are going to buy it. So this week we will probably have to go back to the city to collect our new car, which is good news. And the Christmas market was extremely wet. I think they had a lot of snow last night as well, but in the city it's much warmer. So it was just puddle galore. Yeah, it was very, very wet. And so we ended up going to this amazing little coffee shop. Right, everyone. I think I'm gonna head home. Have some breakfast, some coffee, show Juan my new residency card. The sun has now set and it is getting darker. If it wasn't for all the snow reflecting and bouncing the light, it would be very dark right now, but it is still quite bright. And I wanted to share the story of our first winter in this house because it was the early days of YouTube and I didn't really talk about how difficult it was. I can't believe it's actually been 4 years that we've been in this house. And I think tomorrow I want to film a full house tour and talk about the before and afters of some of the rooms, because we have done a lot and a lot of it has just been decorative. We haven't changed the shape of rooms or changed doors or anything like drastic. It's mostly just been painting and putting up new wallpaper. But anyway, let me tell you about the first winter. So in 2021, we arrived to this house. Initially, we were actually staying at Connie's house for maybe a week before we could move in. And the main reason is because we didn't have a bed, so I had ordered one online and it took much longer for it to arrive. And our first winter at this house was very dark and very cold. When we moved in, we didn't have that much money, so we were trying to save as much as we could. And we didn't use any electricity to heat the house. We only relied on firewood initially. That meant that we would wake up to the house and it would be very cold, maybe only a few Celsius. And we were really only using 2 rooms because the house was so cold. We were either in the kitchen cooking or working and editing, and then the bedroom to sleep, and we didn't utilize the rest of the house. Even though we had a sofa in the living room, it was just very cold and it felt very dark. The first winter we also didn't have a car, so we were either renting a car for a few days or borrowing. My neighbour is staring at me and is very confused. So we didn't have a car, so we were either renting a car for a few days and doing big food shops and going to IKEA to buy, you know, the basics that you need in a house, like a mop or a broom and brush, like super basic things. Behind the camera is a young spruce tree, and right now there is a tiny little coal tit eating the fat balls. I'm always very excited to see coal tits because I haven't really filmed or photographed them that much. Anyway, so back to the house. The first winter we were here, it was also very cold. It was -14 most days. I mean, right now it's 0 and I can just be outside in a jumper. But the first winter we were here, it was quite cold. The other thing is that we didn't have any internet, so we would actually spend an hour or two at Connie's house in the evenings. That's when I was starting to be more regular on YouTube, and I think one of the most breakthrough moments for me was when Squarespace asked to sponsor initially. Wow, that was 4 years ago. That winter, I also started to experience endometriosis pain for the first time. The fact that we weren't settled in the house and that it was quite cold, it wasn't very comfortable yet, made dealing with those pains even worse. And all of this is just wild to think back because now the house is the most comfortable and cozy place ever. The birds are getting very frustrated at me because they want their last snacks for the evening, and I'm sat right next to the bird feeder. This is the bird feeder that they want to eat from, so I'm going to leave so that they can have some last seeds before it gets too dark. And I'm actually going to insert some clips of when Juan painted this. I don't think I have clips of him making it, but all the materials to make this feeder were from the second-hand store, so it was all used wood, because new wood here is actually really expensive. And the main thing is that I wanted it the perfect height for roe deer, but so far I've not seen the roe deer this winter, so I hope they start visiting soon. Okay, I'm gonna go in now. So for dinner tonight we are going to have our new loaf of sourdough, as well as a soup, which is going to be a mix of butter beans, asparagus, and other veggies. Something I love about Swedish kitchens is that within the kitchen countertop is a chopping board. How crazy. And you just put it back in. Wow. This is this evening's sourdough, and the shape is a little odd. It's not very round, but it looks and smells very good. I'm excited to cut it. Oh, it's perfect.
You scare me.
Hello? Again, a little bit underbaked. I like an underbaked bread.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like it.
If we had this bread for Christmas morning, I'd be like, okay, this is alright.
Yeah.
And I've still got 2 weeks to like perfect my sourdough. It has become a bit of a routine to end the video in front of the Christmas tree, which is very cozy and nice. I have to admit, the past few days I've been struggling with these videos, just with editing them in time. It all started when we went to the city, and it basically delayed me getting the video up because driving to the city takes an hour there and then an hour back. Getting the residency card today and this video has actually inspired a video that I'm going to make tomorrow for Vlogmas, and I'm going to discuss what the house looked like 4 years ago and basically compare it to now. But I am going to do the usual Squirrel Forest visit. My target is that I can film the video and hopefully edit early afternoon, because I really want to do more Christmassy crafts and baking. I want to make sourdough cinnamon buns. I want to make gingerbread again. I'm really loving the voice notes you're sending, because otherwise I don't really hear from you other than a comment that I read. So it's really nice to hear your voice and your story, so keep the voice notes coming. Have a wonderful evening wherever you are, and I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning in the Squirrel Forest. Good night.
Hello, it's Mariana. I'm from Poland. Thank you so much for your videos, Danny. I've been your fan for quite a long time now, and I was very happy when I learned that you're doing Vlogmas this year. Your holiday episodes have become my little daily evening tradition, and they let me slip into the magical pre-Christmas atmosphere. This year there is no snow in Poland, so your videos feel even more important because they let me spend a little moment in that cozy festive feeling. So thank you so much. All the best to you and everyone in the community. Wishing you a wonderful time before Christmas and happy holidays. Bye bye.